confused. Didn't see it coming. Thumbs down. 3 stars. This book really burnt my bridges.
Hello, YouTube. This is Sister Girl from Sisterhood Book Club, once again coming to you with number 2 review of Flames of Deception. I'm going to have to put a disclosure on this book because if you're under 16 years old, I don't think you should read this book. This book is not for you. I know I went into high school libraries, and they didn't even have Zane up in there. This book is not worse than Zane, but it has some sex scenes in here that I don't think anyone under 16 should be reading it. So if you're under 16 and you have clicked on my channel on this one here, please click off. I really appreciate it. All right, get into the book. The author puts you into the lives of Candace, Hamilton, Melina, and 2 mystery people that later revealed in the story. Candace is a lady to Hamilton and the best friend of Melina. Candace and Melina grew up in the same house. Candace hired Hamilton to be a model, and they get together. Hamilton world is very complicated from beginning to end, but Hamilton gives all the characters a run for their money. If I have to pick one character, Hamilton would be the character that I picked because he kept the pages turning. And other ones, they was all right. But Hamilton really had me going. I have to admit that. All right. Every day, Candace makes it a point to tell Melina the details of her and Hamilton night. So Melina decides to take it upon herself to try it out. And she winds up getting caught up in Hamilton world of webs. Melina lives day in and day out with knowing that she has double-crossed her best friend, Candace. She does everything in her power to not let any or anyone find out about her at Hamilton. It was very hard for Melina to go in the office on a daily basis and look her best friend in the face to find, to actually, after she did what she did. And she was continue doing it. And, well, at first it was hard, and I guess it might have got a little easy for her to stare in her face because she really was falling for Hamilton. But she had a rude awakening because Hamilton was not feeling her like she was feeling him. So that made the pages turn too. Okay. Something went down in Detroit that made Hamilton a wanted man. He thought for sure all his problems was long gone, but little did he know that the police was closing in on him. Hamilton loves Candace, but was sexing her mother and Melina on the side. For some strange reason, the ladies couldn't resist the magic touch of the big H. What really disturbed me was Candace. She knew that her mother was sexing Hamilton, but she didn't know about Melina on the side. All through the book, she never found out. It was kept from Candace, but after she found out about her mother and her man, she still was having relations with him, and that's just nasty. I'm sorry, it's nasty. I can't even imagine something like that. But she kept it going. And once Candace found out of Hamilton's way, she quickly relieved him of all his duties as her man. To Hamilton, that was a slap in the face, and he wasn't having it. He pulls out all his cards of blackmail and demands all his females to do what he says. But a little too late. All the blackmailing leads to more lies, deceit, and killing. Little did everyone know that the killer was right under their nose. Hamilton, he was he was a piece of work, and he had a very shady background, and he knew, but he thought by coming to Philly he was going to be just fine, and but he thought, and he was for sure that everything had settled and he was in the clear, but the cops was right on his tail, and nobody knew. But sooner through the story, each character found out that the cops was looking for Hamilton. The book was a roller coaster. It started off as a romance, went to freaky, and last but not least, murder. I was confused, especially at the end. It was terrible. It's a sequel in the making. I don't think I'm going to be reading a sequel because I didn't care for this story. I gave it 3 stars. Thumb down. I'm sorry. I hate giving books bad reviews, but sometimes you have to. Everything you read, you're not going to like, and I didn't really care for this book here. I can't remember if this is her first or second book. I think it's her second book, if I'm not mistaken, but this is the first book that I read of hers. Okay, remember to subscribe to my channel, and please leave a comment